Hello basketball friends, welcome to my SportStream channel. In this opportunity I bring you the simulation of this exciting basketball game in the best league of the world, the NBA. To all lovers of this beautiful sport, I regret to say that I don't broadcast the video of the game live, but from time to time I stream my favorite team's game, the Dallas Mavericks, or a crucial game for the playoffs, teams in the top of the classification, or postseason games. I hope you join me in this simulation with the NBA 2K game engine, because the end of the game will be amazing. And we will not know the winner until the end of the game, so don't miss this simulation because it will be unbreakable. Thanks, and I will leave you with the game. Not without first making a small review of the Dallas Mavericks, a promising team with a young and viable talent with amazing players like Dennis Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, Jalen Brunson, and the robbery of the 2019 draft, Luka Doncic, who is taking statistics of a superstar. The team of Mark Cuban and the future Hall of Fame Dirk Nowitzki is in a good hands and his destiny looks brilliant. Now we go to what we come to see. Y para todos mis amigos de habla hispana, en esta oportunidad les traigo la simulación de este emocionante juego de baloncesto en la mejor liga del mundo, la NBA. Para todos los amantes de este hermoso deporte, lamento decir que no transmito el video del partido en vivo, pero de vez en cuando transmito los juegos de mi equipo favorito, los Dallas Mavericks, o un juego crucial de playoff, o equipos en lo más alto de la clasificación, o juegos de postemporada. Espero que se unan a mí en esta simulación con el motor de juego NBA 2K, porque el final del juego será asombroso y no conoceremos al ganador hasta el final del juego. Así que no se pierdan esta simulación porque será impredecible. Gracias y te dejo con el juego. No sin antes hacer una pequeña reseña de los Dallas Mavericks, un equipo prometedor, con un joven talento disponible con jugadores increíbles como Dennis Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, Jalen Brunson y el robo del draft del 2019, Luka Doncic, que está teniendo estadísticas de una superestrella. El equipo de Mark Cuban y el futuro Salón de la Fama, Dirk Nowitzki, están en buenas manos y su destino parece brillante. Ahora sí, vamos a lo que vinimos a ver.
Back here. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all five guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
Dwight Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Harris. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Burke in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Dwight Powell played all 4 seasons at Stanford for the Cardinal. Still filling out his frame.
He is, and you know, the knock on Powell was that he wasn't tough enough to battle inside at this level. But guy is a worker, basically sleeping in the gym. And with his length and athleticism, he's starting to figure it out.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4, and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Jay comes in for Trey Burke. And for Mo Harkless, Greg, a one and done as we know out of St. John's, then first played in the NBA with Orlando, but he has found a role, it seems, with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and think of it, the Magic basically gave him away. Felt he wasn't aggressive enough and not a good enough shooter. He's gained confidence here in Portland and parlayed that into a long-term contract.
McCollum against Jackson. And there's the pass to Swanigan. Portland, no good that time either.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, and so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with us.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Hey, Brent, what's more important, offense or defense? Some guys are great at both.
Well, offense is sometimes what you get paid for, Kevin, but defense is where you need a buy-in. And so to me, it's always the defense and the way that you construct that camaraderie on that end of the floor, that communication on that end of the floor, that's going to make the difference in your season.
Don't you love two-way players, though, guys that play hard at both ends? It's hard to do, but the guys that do it well really stand out.
Well, it's not football, Kevin. There's two sides that you have to play in basketball, and certainly the more equipped that you are to play both, the more playing time you're going to see for a coach.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Swanigan is out there with Mo Harkless, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. McCollum, no good. Mavericks leading by 7.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
6 to shoot. Here's Doc. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 7. Harkless kicks to Nurkic, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. A terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Burke, and slam dunk by Burke.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
They set the screen. Nowitzki outside. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Nowitzki's got his second basket of the game.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks lead by 6. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Terry Stotts always teaching and developing his guys.
And he likes that they're playing unselfishly, that they're willing to pass, but take some mustard off the hot dog.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Doc is out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Nowitzki following the score by Damian Lillard. Burke, the pass to Doc. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
His versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Down low, off the pick, and the layup good by Lillard.
Able to get to the paint at will, and a good finisher. Hard to stop Lillard from scoring anywhere.
Nowitzki a screen. Burke kicks to Nowitzki. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Lillard. Shoots over Burke and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorer.
Now here's Burke. Nowitzki's shot's good.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed a bunch of hard work and a whole lot of talent.
He doesn't always get the minutes he's gotten tonight, but there's no way they were going to sit him down once he got going. And the crowd has been loving it. A memorable night for him coming off the bench.
The defender does a good job of contesting there, but McCollum's skill set and focus, they win out.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
Well, you'd like to have a rewind button and get a couple plays back, but impossible at this point. Need better execution at times.
Portland with the ball. Harkless kicks to Lillard. They get the rebound. Nurkic, the pass to Swanigan. The shot by Harkless, no good. Here is Doc. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Audio Jungle.